You are now acquainted with some tags. That is why we will be now discussing about text formatting, actually text and font formatting of an HTML element. All we need to do, and another thing, from now on, whenever we are trying to implement something, we will be doing that within a table with some specific dimension in it. Like here, as we can see, we will be first creating our own table. And one thing you must keep in your mind, that whenever you are placing a color into HTML to some specific element, always use the hexadecimal code. HTML actually recognizes the hexadecimal code. It doesn't recognize red, white, yellow. You are able to change that color code actually with the aid of this hexadecimal code given here. So all you need to do is to choose the shade on which you are actually trying to working on. All you need to do is to click over here, go to copy, and then you come back to your text editor, provide a hashtag over there and press Ctrl V or press right click and select paste to paste that color code into that particular part or particular element of HTML. We are ensuring that the table will lie in the middle of the page. So there goes this primary setup for your table. Now you are inserting some texts within. So all I am doing here, I am going to this dummy text and I am copying this line, and all I am doing here is to paste it over here in this column as a content. Now this is a single line. First of all, let's have a look of it in internet browser. All I have to do here is to just reload the page, and we see that a new table has been formed, centrally aligned, and the content is here, as we can see that. Now get back to your code. One thing is sure, HTML, this table element actually, it is providing its default cell padding and cell spacing. So if you do not wish to have these attributes, this cell spacing and cell padding element, then all you have to do, you have to ensure here that no such default value is imposed on it. So all you have to do is to provide the proper, go to file, save, and then come back to your internet browser and reload, and you see that there's no such cell padding or cell spacing and just a one pixel border for your new table. Now get back to your project. Suppose you want this lorem ipsum, these two words will be bold in nature. So all you have to do is to provide this tag. This is known as the bold tag. This is the bold tag. So if you just go to file and save it and go to internet browser, and you see that lorem ipsum is now bold. Now if you get back to your project, and if you now wish that lorem, this word, will be italic in nature, or suppose that $sit this word will be italic in nature, then all you have to do is to provide this tag over here, which is known as the italic tag. And this will in turn make your text coming in an italic format. Just go get back and reload, and you see that this text for this text $sit or this particular three words, those are now italicized, but the rest of the text or the rest of the line, that comes normal as it should be. Now suppose I want that this word consecutive, this word is now coming under an underline. So all we have to do is to get over here, and we have to press and we have to insert this tag, which is known as U tag or underline tag. Do not confuse this with the UL tag. UL tag is actually another separate thing. It comes under HTML listing, and all you are doing there, whenever you are providing an unordered list, whenever you are providing a tag over there like UL, you are actually calling an unordered list in action. But this tag this tag is actually considering the underline tag here. Save this page, get back to your browser and reload, and you see that now this word consecutive, it is now coming under an underline format. So what if I now impose all of these three properties to this particular word? These particular words actually, all of them are now being imposed to these two words, and all we are seeing here, this is the bold format, this is the italicized format, and this is the underline format. When you are closing, the last inserted tag was an underline tag. So all you have to do is to first close the underline tag. As it comes last, it will be closed first. Then comes the italicized tag, and then comes the bold tag. Now you go to File, Save, come back to Internet Browser and reload, and you see what is happening here. These last two words, ADP Single-It, whatever it is now appearing as a bold, italicized, and in an underlined manner. So we are actually imposing all the three tags to these particular two words, and they are displaying as they should be. Another thing, if you want to change the font color over here, then that should come all along over here, like this one, font. You are now changing the color. So from the palette, choose the font color here. Like I have provided here this kind of green. So all I have to do is to choose, or I have to choose a little bit of lighter color. Otherwise that text or font won't be visible to us, won't be visible to anybody. So all you have to do is to choose a lighter color or a darker color. All I am choosing here is a lighter color. This is the hex code over here. Now as usual I am copying it, getting back to our project, providing a hashtag in front, and then I am pressing Ctrl V, or I can paste it by this method, right clicking on it and paste option. Now here comes another thing that should be chosen in mind. If you are trying to provide some size over there, then all you have to do is to choose the size, and you are providing it as +3. Close this tag over here, go to File, Save. Now you go to your browser, reload, and you see that the size is now increased and the color is as well as being changed here. So this is the font tag, and this is the attributes for the font tags. Now what I am trying to do here, I am going to another text and I am copying it, and all I am doing here is pasting it over here. So all I am doing here, I am just deleting this size, and now I am pasting this text over here, and I will be doing some things over here that will be known to you. First of all, go to Save and go to your internet browser and reload. This is the display of the text you have so far you have copied. Now for say you wanted some superscripted text or subscripted text, Komodo, just paste it down over here. So this version will be superscripted. I am using here this tag subscripted, tag sub. What should be the outcome in this case? Go to File, Save, go to your page and reload, and you see Anion Komodo, this Komodo part, this part was under the tag of superscription, so that is why it has been now a superscripted part of the word Anion. But agate or agent, this was under a tag of sub, which is a subscripted version, and that is why it is a subscripted version of Ligula. So this is the two things that we are now seeing here. There are a couple of things like it. If you just strike, if you want to have this tag strike through, then all you have to do is to bring on this tag, which is known as strike, and you see here what happens. Then you see that this particular word dollar, it is now stricken through. There are many more tags like this. You want strike, now you will be using another tag which is known as ins. It is actually an inserted tag. Go to file and save. Here comes it. Then comes, suppose I'm using here and I'm using here this one. Go to file, save, and there will be a plenty of things like this. You see that the font size is now changed to this calm word is now changing its font size to a bigger one. On the other hand, this NataQ, this word has been a smaller one. So this type of font and text formattings are all around in your website. So now we are familiar with our text formatting and font settlement. As we are now familiar with the text and font formatting elements in HTML, so now I think it is a proper time to move on to Marquee tags.